I feel like a stone in this Arctic wasteland, without thought, only existence. It's been 3 years, time lost its meaning long ago, leaving only sunrise and sunset and the 3 survival rules I set for myself. The first thing I do every morning when I wake up is clear the new snow. I pick up the cold iron shovel and walk toward the marker I depend on for survival. I have to shovel using all my strength till last night's fallen snow is scraped completely away, revealing the dark soil beneath. This blackness is my scream to the world. The second thing is to check my fishing traps. My only source of food. I drag my heavy feet over, not holding out much hope. Without bait, the so-called traps are more like a gamble with fate. Most of the time, luck isn't on my side. But today, one of the traps is vibrating with the violent thud of a struggling life. My heart gives a sudden leap, a palpitation I haven't felt in ages. I rush over, my hands trembling slightly with excitement, and carefully pull up the line. It's in a fat Arctic char, glinting silver in the faint sunlight. However, this brief excitement is quickly replaced by an endless numbness. I look at it as I would a moving piece of protein. In 3 years, I've eaten countless fish like this, all of them raw, without fire. I have long forgotten what cooked food tastes like in the world. I can no longer return to. This would be called premium sashimi, but in my mouth, it in just a cold, slick texture with a faint, fishy taste, like chewing on a piece of cold wax. As I swallow the last piece of fish, the alarm clock beside me rings piercingly. This is the third thing, and the one that tortures my will the most. I have to take the heavy old radio and, like a lonely pilgrim, search for an illusory signal. I walk to a different mountain peak each day because the intense geomagnetic interference makes my search range extremely limited. I crank the handle, my ear pressed to the receiver, hearing only the same maddening static. I often think that maybe only a miracle, the signal source appearing right in front of me, could make the green light on this old device flash for me. Beyond these 3 tasks, the rest of my time is an endless wait, in a state of constant vigilance. This land has its true masters. The next day, as I go to check my traps as usual, my heart sinks. The box where I store my food has been violently torn open, the fish inside gone. In the snow, a huge, clear footprint announces the intruder's identity. Polar bear. A chill runs up my spine. I flee in a panic back to my fortress. The wreckage of the crashed plane I hide inside. My heart pounding, straining my ears for any sound from outside. In this season, the hungry polar bear wouldn't mind making me its next meal. After a long time, however, the outside remains dead silent. I figure it must have eaten its fill and left. The instinct to survive overcomes my fear. I have to continue my routine. I go out again, climbing another peak to search for a signal, when an accidental glance reveals a white figure in the distance. It pacing, patient, like an experienced hunter. It waiting for me to let my guard down. I instantly understand that as long as I remain vigilant, I am temporarily safe. I force myself not to think about it and focus on cranking the radio. Just then the weather turns. A massive storm presses in from the horizon, the fierce wind whipping ice crystals that cut my face like knives. I have to give up and prepare to head back. But in the instant I stand up, the indicator light I've stared at for 3 years suddenly briefly flashes green. But it was only for a split second. It was like a thunderclap that shattered my silent heart. I look around frantically, searching for the source of the signal. The next second, a black dot appears on the horizon and grows larger. It's a helicopter.